Billy here. I want to show you the high school I went to. It's gone. It was built in 1912, a magnificent red brick building, 3 stories. Had huge windows, wooden cased windows, no screens. You open the windows in the summertime, well, late spring, early fall. When you were there when it was hot, it was nice and cool inside. The place was very well designed. T-shaped corridors with 3 staircases, 2 flights each, 3 stories. We had some handicapped people. There was one in my class, a good friend of mine actually. He was horribly deformed, and he had a little cart that he had to push around. He got in like a walker. It was real small. Somebody carry it for him and he'd climb up the stairs. They rebuilt it and they put all the handicapped access stuff in it and a big gymnasium, spent a lot of money, and then they decided they needed a new multi-million-dollar school and tore it down. We're doing good here though. Most places in the US, they shut down these small school districts and make everybody go to a giant county school with thousands of students. They didn't do that here. They got to keep their school. They shut down all the little communities around it and make them go to our school, but it's not like everybody in the county going to a mega school. Everybody across the nation's been doing that for years. What are the reasons for that? Efficiency? Equality? Nah. If you got a giant multi-million-dollar mega school with thousands of students, the people that run it can, they could skim off a lot, make a lot of benefits for themselves, and embezzle a lot too. They caught them doing it all over the place. I was in Houston back in the 90s and early 2000s. They were catching people in the Houston Independent School District that they were just low-level players, and they had embezzled millions. And they probably got thrown under the bus by upper-level people for covering up what they embezzled. I know a guy, now this isn't public school, college system. He was hired to go in and find all the missing property at I think it was Rice University, and he found a lot, and he told me stories. It was unbelievable. Everybody there, practically everybody, all the teachers, all the professors, everybody there was just grabbing everything they could. They put pallets full of computers out and everybody just grabbed armloads of them and take them. And most of them probably ended up getting pawned or given to relatives. They didn't need those. That's your tax money. Anyway, he found all this and made a report. It took him like a freaking year, and he turned it in, and nothing was done about it. I guess they wanted to know where the weak places were in their embezzlement scheme. They didn't want to prosecute anybody. They didn't want to stop any of it. Anyway, I like going to school here. I was a monster, I really was. I was a misfit. I had fun though. I had to have 16 credits to graduate. A lot of people graduated early. It was easy. A lot of people graduate 2 years early. You get your 16 credits in 2 years. And back then you could be exempt from physical education, waste of time, and just do all academics and get out of school early. There's a girl in my class that did that, and she went straight to college. She was in college by the time she was 16. Why waste your time, really? We drove our cars to school. Had a parking lot. You could park in the parking lot, and open campus. You could come and go as you please. You get time off. You get a no class period or dinner time. You hop in your car and go socialize, go to the drive-in, go get in trouble. The winter time, this is a deep valley over here. You can't really see it now, it's all overgrown, but I think they filled it a little bit too. It'd be full of snow and people go down there and cut donuts and stuff. It was pretty chaotic. Good times though. We all turned out all right. Some of our teachers are real characters, for good or for ill. Some of them were diamonds. Anyway, we thought this might be interesting for some. These small towns in the Midwest, a lot of open spaces now, a lot of empty lots. Nothing's happening. I blame corporations mostly, and corruption, and big government. If we were local, taking care of ourselves, we'd be continuing to build a nice town with nice things locally, and not dependent on big giant sources that shut you down when it's not profitable for them anymore. That's what happened in the school system. My mom was a teacher, and so was her dad, and her mom, and her granddad, and my dad's mom, and his aunt who raised him, my uncle, my sister, a couple of my cousins, several cousins. Yeah, a lot of teachers in my family, mostly English. I've seen the tests and certificates for my aunt and grandmother, where they got their teaching degree back in the teens, early teens. We'll discuss that later. Teaching should be local. Curriculum should be local. Should be a guide of, in our culture, it would be the trivium. Logic, grammar, rhetoric. They've gotten away from that. Now it's corporations controlling it all, and they're wanting to form and mold people into servos. They want servos that aren't capable of doing anything except what they tell them to. That's real. I mean, they've talked about it. John Dewey talked about that. All your educational theorists on the federal level have written books on it. But, you know, I talk about it. People, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. The government wants the best for us. Your government's a corporation. It's been taken over by corporations. I wish this school was still here. I think it was built well enough it could have been repaired. Well, it was repaired. I don't know. They thought there was something structurally wrong with it. There's ways of repairing anything. Not that expensive, really, the right techniques. But then, again, bureaucratic regulations get in the way. I don't know. Should be local decisions. Anyway, that's enough for this one. I'm going to do another one about the town in general. I'm going to walk through Main Street. Uncle Billy signing out.